Hello, good day, future teachers. This is Giovanni Glenn L. Aliawan, your EDUC 101 or the Child and Adolescent Learners and Learning Principal instructor. So, by the way, I graduated my bachelor's degree at the University of Southeastern Philippines in the Obrero campus. And after that, after 1 month, I enrolled my education units at the NDC Panabulas June 2015 to October 2015. And then a year after, on March 2016, I took the licensure examination for teachers. And then I applied at the University of Mindanao, particularly in Panabo College as a senior high school science teacher. And then also I enrolled my master's degree in science teaching major in biology at Davao del Norte State College up to June 2019, which I was graduated. Okay, right now we will have the orientation and the introduction to the course, which is the EDUC 101. Okay, so you all guys are first year students, right? So it's either BS Ed or Bachelor of Science in secondary education or Bachelor of Science in elementary education or generalist. So this is one of your professional education subject or Prof Ed as a future educators. Okay, next is we will have the course outcome of the Prof Ed subjects. First is we'll explain learner-centeredness as a philosophy essential to education development. So since you all guys, future teachers, are we are focusing on our learners, right? It's either our pupils or our students. So that is our main philosophy. So we have this passion to teach children, di ba, or young adults. Second, we'll discuss the relationship of the learner centeredness and the developmentally appropriate teaching practice. So we will gain some knowledge. What are those teaching strategies or teaching approach that you will use also to your future pupils or future students? Third is examine theories of the child and adolescent development, so which is under on our subject, which is the EDUC 101. So you will know the different theories of those school psychologists and child, which is common in the elementary education, and then for the adolescents on the middle school or in high school, junior high school or senior high school students. Fourth is to analyze learners' needs at various stages of and with reference aspects to their environment. So we have the school environment or learning environment. So we'll use of what you have learned on those theories that will be discussed on this subject. Fifth is critique teaching policies, programs, practices, and other provisions in terms of developmental appropriateness. So you'll also know and some other prof ed subjects of some dep ed policies, diba, since all of this professional education so will be aligned to the Department of Education or DepEd order, diba? So yun siya. Other programs, some practices and the provisions. Six is infer how teaching can be made more effective for the learners given their developmental needs. So since we are now having this online blended learning, so you will also know how to be an effective future teacher to your learners or your students. And then for the student outcome, so you guys, BS Ed or B Ed um, students, so upon the graduation, so the B Ed or the BS Ed students are expected to, number one, you will have this effective communication in English and Filipino, both orally and in writing. Okay, second is work effectively and collaboratively with a substantial degree of the independence in the multidisciplinary and a multicultural team. So as an individual, diba, so we have this different disciplines or multidisciplinary approaches or subjects or courses. So you will work that effectively on your own. Third is articulate the relationship of education to larger historical, social, cultural, and political processes. So we'll know or understand the relationship of this professional education. Fourth is facilitate learning using a wide range of teaching methods and delivery modes appropriate to specific learners and their environment. So we will know how to facilitate learning, di ba, in the classroom or like this online blended classroom. Another is to develop innovative curricula, instructional plans, teaching approaches, and resources for the different or diverse learners. Next is to apply skills in the development and utilization of the information and communication technology or the ICT to promote quality, relevant, and sustainable educational practices rather. Seven is to demonstrate a variety of thinking skills in planning, monitoring, assessing, and reporting learning processes and the outcomes. Next is to practice a professional and ethical teaching standards sensitive to the local, national, and the global realities. And last is to pursue lifelong learning. So if you want to gain another degree or to improve or have this professional development, like you also enroll your master's degree after this 4-year bachelor's degree, and also pursue more about doctorate degree or postdoctoral. Okay, so for your personal and a professional growth through a varied experiential or more expertise, di ba, or experiences, and this field-based opportunities. Okay, this course number is the EDUC 101, or the course name or description is the child and adolescent learners and the learning principles. So there is no prerequisite and co-requisite subjects. So since it is offering now first year in the first term at the UM. So the credit units is 3 units lecture and our class schedule is 6 hours per week. So Monday to Saturday or during Saturday will be your research assignments. Okay, so the course description is that this course, EDUC 101, focuses on the child and adolescent development with emphasis on current research and theory on the biological, linguistic, cognitive, social, and emotional dimensions of the development. And further, this includes factors that affect the progress of development of the learners and shall include appropriate pedagogical principles applicable for each development level. So 3 to 5 years after graduation, so the BS Ed graduates or the B.Ed graduates are expected to demonstrate professional expertise and professionalism in dealing with the students with different learning needs from the various social, cultural, and political backgrounds. Next is to show deep knowledge of content, pedagogy, educational technology, curriculum and assessment design, instructional materials, development approaches, and teacher ethical consideration, and engage in a continuing professional education and the trainings. Okay, for the course outcome and assessment task alignment, so you will have the 6 course outcome on the left side of the screen. So most assessment tasks are theory-based, so it's either multiple choice questions or MCQ and the fill in the blank. So most of this type of assessment task will be scheduled in your 4 exams. So the first, second, third exam. Then this We have there the corresponding chapters or the coverage of every exam. Okay, for the week 1 to 3, so this week, so you'll have the orientation about the VMG, and then the first topic is the learners in focus. So the philosophy of the learner-centeredness, the learner-centeredness and developmentally appropriate teaching practice, learner-centeredness and its role in the education development. Then chapter 2 is the theories of the child and adolescent development. And then also includes these different theories. So from week 1 to 3, we'll have your first exam. Then next week 4 to 5 is chapter 3, all about stages and aspects of the child development. And then after this following topics, you will have your second examination. So that is 2 weeks after. Then week 6 to 7, so about chapter 4, the stages of the adolescent development, you will have your third examination. And then lastly, the last week 8 to 9, so about effective learning in focus, so you will have your final examination. So I think that's a wrap for this um introduction to the course G, EDUC 101. All right, so thank you for listening and have a good day. Okay, see you next on our Google Meeting class. Okay, bye bye.